You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Chris McAdoo. I'm an artist, a designer, among other things, an entrepreneur, and I've got a confession to make. I use my hands. I use my hands to talk, I use my hands to paint, to build, to print, and I also use technology, like artificial intelligence. But I am a wild animal. Just like you creators, my friends. Do you ever just want to howl at the moon? Oh! Well, hold on, wait, you'll get a chance in just a second. And I wanted to hear from a creative community under siege from technology, so I made a little survey about AI and creativity and where everyone uses technology. And I'll keep collecting answers, by the way, because I'm going to continue this work. And thanks to so many people that shared their words and their experiences, like Courtney H., whose thoughts on AI and creativity and so much more, who said this transition is hopeful and horrifying, which sounds like the first half of any creative project, right? Worth doing. And I wonder if that's how Daguerre felt nearly 200 years ago when he took this photo, the first photo of a person ever. You see him down there? When photography was described as deplorable, the refuge of every would-be painter who just couldn't hack it, by poet and critic Charles Baudelaire. And I got to imagine that Gutenberg was hopeful about the printing press almost 500 years ago. And like John H. says, change is hard, requires sacrifice, but it is essential. Let's think about who takes that sacrifice on their shoulders. Like the textile workers that inspired the Luddites, the original Rage Against the Machine. Marcus B. reminds us that human creativity isn't based on data. It's not based on algorithms, but AI is. And we need to remember that AI is powerful. It's incredible. It is transformative, but it does not imagine. It does not feel. It does not create. But we do. David talks about his best days. It's wonderful to help with that messy middle of business, but AI can be a distraction, an illusion of productivity. Can it also be an illusion of creativity, right? Like a band called Velvet Sundown, an entirely AI-generated band with almost 4 million plays on Spotify with their song Dust on the Wind. It takes this beautiful, painful process of creativity and it just skips the good parts. It's AI agents talking to AI agents, training AI agents on everything we've ever done in the history of time and created, hiring AI-generated actresses like Tilly Norwood to star in AI-generated commercials about AI-generated snacks and fabric softener. She has a real-life human agent, by the way. And with over 50% of all web traffic now reduced to bots, are we, as Kelsey Walker says, in the AI slop Middle Ages? Now, we don't know how this story ends, but we do know that after the Middle Ages came the Renaissance. So what is next? Okay, that's just a real headline. Just take a second and read that. That's just, I wish I could give you a clear answer of what's next. I wish I could say in or out or bad or good, the top 3 prompts to supercharge your TikTok feed. But my friends, my fellow wild animals, it's not that easy. That's why I need a little help. Like the Who's in Whoville, it is going to be time to make some noise. I want you to be thinking about your best yawp, your best howl, your best roar. Are you thinking about it? I'm going to help you out. I too am not a bit tamed. I too am untranslatable. I sound my barbaric yelp across the roofs of the world. Does that feel good? My animals, does that feel right? Here in this room. Now let's hear it on the count of 3. I want to hear you as loud as you can go. 1, 2, 3, yeah! It's a little messy, right? But it feels good, it feels cathartic to howl at the moon, to remember that we are here and we are here together. But I want to hear it one more time. Let's send it out on the count of 3 and howl and roar and bring it. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Woo! That's pretty good. Art is meant to be felt, heard, and seen. It's meant to transform and to challenge and to inspire. We're here and we have threads to untangle and messes to make and stories to tell. And each of our howls and yops in their own way make a difference, even if it's just, or especially if it's a difference to the person right next to us. My hero, Chuck Close, who suffered a debilitating stroke at the height of his career, learned to paint with his teeth, and he says inspiration is for amateurs. The rest of us get up and go to work. It's friendship, family, love, encouragement, and relationships. Caitlin B., I believe she's talking about real life. Real, messy, creative, weird, painful, amazing life. A life where we create before we consume. My friends, we take our creative spirit, our yowls, our roars, our yops, and each other into this November night in Knoxville, Tennessee, making a promise to each other to get to work. And I assure you, there is work to be done. Thank you, and stay wild.